There we go. You know, we all complain about French just because it's too complicated for us, not because French is one of the languages that is deemed the most like beautiful to listen to, I think. Like the French accent is very, very much beloved, just so you know. So I think people are just jealous. Lurkies. Thank you for the lurks. There we go. Let's us see. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with like where the language comes from and different influences and stuff. By the way, did you know that I almost canceled the stream today? Our street got tore up because they are doing sanitization in something with the pipes. And basically, I think it was a little bit unplanned, but basically they had to turn off our water and they said it will be probably a couple of hours. So I kind of started panicking because I will not work without running water. Because if I get something in my eye, that's, you know, you want to have some running water then. And I almost canceled the stream. Yeah, because of the French, I almost canceled the stream. So, but actually they needed only, like, they needed less than 2 hours. It was really great. I mean, I don't know if it was planned this way, because usually when such things are planned, then you get a notice, or if they just hit on something and were unsure. But it got fixed really fast. Who needs running water? Hello, Marilyn Joyce. G. Royce. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. It rains your eyes with beer. We don't have any beer. Well, that's rude. Well, I do have a tap with water that you can turn over and wash your eyes out with. Sparkasse und Sparkasse. Yeah, I actually know how it looks. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think kind of depends on how you see your name. So my name was very constantly mispronounced since I was 13. And I mean not my nickname, I mean my like real name. So I kinda do not care anymore. And my rule for mispronunciation of anything, of my name, or basically if you're talking with me and mispronouncing something, is as long as I understand what you're meaning, as long as I know that you are talking to me or about me when you pronounce my name, I do not care. So if it annoys you, then go ahead, but I don't think that. I actually was thinking about, when I changed my citizenship, I was thinking about changing my name with it, but I decided against it. Yeah, like the in German people just pronounce it wrong. Ekaterina. So usually people in Germany put after the T, they put a like a J. It sounds like as if there is a J in there, and there isn't. And it's kind of hard to catch if you're, you know, it's one of those pronunciation things. Thank you very much for the hydrate. This is, by the way, our first hydrate of the day. Cheers. It sounds as if my name would be spelled T-J, so like um T-J-E-R. Ekaterina. Yeah, it's more like there. It's kind of hard to nail the pronunciations for German people. Um, it's just when we learn a language, like the movements, how we. Thank you very much for the follow, Feuerfreund. So when we learn a language, like the mother tongue, we basically learn how to pronounce sounds, and similar sounds can be pronounced by using just different muscles, I guess, or something like that. So they do sound differently in languages, although very similar. It just takes time. Yeah, so this is also a thing between, I think it's like if you go more east, like towards Russia, um, there is a difference in names. So basically, there is a thing like a full name, and then the name's how we shorten it. So my full name is Yekaterina, but by my family, I would be called Katya or Katerina. So like it's normal to shorten the names and have your full name in your passport. In Germany, however, those names are all different names, like 3 different names. And it's not normal to do that. And that's a big difference. So probably the probability is very high that she was actually Yekaterina. Marlin Spike. I try to read out the full names always somehow. Sometimes when I cannot pronounce them, I will try to shorten them. Yeah, Alexander, Sasha, and also Shurik is also a shortened form of Alexander. And I have no ideas how that got made. I do not know. I'm very sorry. Shurik, with an E instead of the U. And sorry, I do not know the etymology on this one. It baffles me just as it does you. Yeah, it is actually. Maybe it's not used as often. Um, Overboard because it's even more difficult to explain. Let me do a thing. Ständig. Schummrig. Not quite. The topic of names is very clear to you. Oh, come. Do you have such a name? By the way, I will admit this now because I know you a little bit better now. But the first time we were chatting in Discord, I had enormous difficulties to find out who you actually are because your name on Discord is different. I was like, who are you? Oh, you have one of the unpronounceables. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Mm. Yeah, like in English, you also have this shortening name, like Robert to Bob and so on. But in Germany, well, sometimes you do that, but it's not like widely used, and usually only friends do that. Whereas in the East Bloc, I feel it's just more common to use those names too, just when you're speaking to a person, even if you do not know them that well. So I think it has a lot to do with culture. I had less. Hello, lovely Maud. How are you? Stop flirting with the Maud. Well, I don't know. I would very much like him to feed me at some moment, so I think I will continue that. Oh yes, the tiara is done. Oh yes, I think I forgot to show it um recently. So look at this. So this is the tiara that I've been doing. It's just brass and copper. Don't worry, it's not gold. I'm not that rich. But look at it. It's so pretty. Look. I think it turned out very pretty. I'm thinking about tarnishing it black though. Yeah, I can. Well, I mean, I cannot eat right now. I'm working. It's cute. Let's say that way. It's cute. No foods in the workshop. It's a rule. I mean, With very many precautions, we could maybe break the rule once or twice, but now you know who's the hugger here. It's missing some bling. Yes, I was thinking about adding more like gemstones and so on, but I really did not feel like searching for glass stones online and making all the settings and so on. So I also yesterday I pickled it. Like pickling it was a whole adventure because I boiled water, dumped all the water in my big bowl, and then I dumped a bunch of acid in there, and then I stood there and I thought, you know, it's probably not good that you have now boiling acid in your room. You should probably open all the windows and not breathe. I was like, oopsie. I let it sit for a moment. It really worked really well. Where do you want it? I will not put it on my forehead. We have talked about that. Yeah, don't breathe acid. To neutralize it, prepare your food. I actually did clean some things from we have I always forget how it is called. Recently Ishwood has said the name of it. So basically we have like a lot of this in our water. When you boil it, it kind of like leaves a white residue of calcium. Hard water, yes. Lime scale. Thank you. Lime scale was the word I was looking for. So I actually did clean a few things from lime scale um, with this batch of acid. Calcionium. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce that word. Lime scale. It's terrible. I kind of am very used to it. We do have very hard water, so I actually think what I will do actually makes me think that I probably should put some special cleaner in our washing machine from time to time. Thank you for the lurkies. Um, but yeah, if your water is hot, just let it melt. It's not that kind of hard, sadly. Or thankfully. I don't know which one would be worse. Can you imagine if your like all of your water outlets would only puke out cubes of ice? You would have to melt everything down before you use it. Octo, thank you, Cadence. Oh, let me get an oct. Yeah, the fish does not want to let them. Oh, look at this one. It's angry. It's angry because you have not been kind to yourself and have not been drinking enough water. Go drink some water and be kind to yourself. Could be nice in summer. Could be nice in summer. Hmm. I actually have discovered last summer, I have discovered, like, I know it sounds silly, but I have discovered ice cubes for myself. Like, it sounds very silly, but for hot weather, I have discovered that drinking drinks with ice in it really, really helps. And I know this sounds stupid, but I think it was the first summer where I actually have like consistently done it, and it has helped so much. I do not deal well with heat. I usually just melt away like the sad ice cubes and turn into a puddle and just wish to seep into the ground, basically. Did you know that hail is technically a sandstorm? Oh my god, no, I didn't. Does that make sense? You would think is is hail considered like ice sand? I know it sounds stupid, but I think I never really yeah, I think I never really like did it consistently. But the intake of water probably also helped. It's because hail forms over impurities in the cloud that make a perfect cube with rounded corners. Oh, nice. There are many different nice forms out there for ice cubes. We have just these bags that you can fill up with water. You're not sure it's always the case. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. Because basically how I learned it in, I don't know, like second grade or so, about how hail is formed is that basically it's uh it's an angry snowflake. So it is um basically what happens is that it is not cold enough. Now I have to think, how did I learn it? So basically, when it starts hailing, yeah, a snowflake like tries to fall down, but it melts and then it evaporates and then it goes back and somehow like it gets thrown around for 4 times until it's has so much it doesn't evaporate. So until it has so much mass that it just plunges down in the frozen form. Something like that. It was very strange. I have to read up about it. My second grade knowledge is not enough anymore. Yeah, exactly. Mostly water droplets that freeze and updrafts. Yeah, that was what I was trying to say. I think I did not word it well. I hope you have understanding for me. I did not word it well at all. But I mean, basically, it's an angry snowflake that got tossed around too much. I think that fits. He's long. Let me try this again. I think I just burned, yep, a little bit. It's fine. So this is what I have now. This can go into the pickle. Yeah, angry snowflake is a much better term than hail. I think so too. I think it like brings a certain impact with it. Hey, okay, so mineral is a natural occurring crystalline or semi-crystalline substance. Frozen water, natural or occurring crystalline solid substance. I think mineral is defined more than just natural occurring crystalline, semi-crystalline substance. I think there is one more part to the definition, isn't there? Hail, natural occurrence. Hail is equal to sandstorm. I see, I see. I think mineral might be defined a little bit differently though. Can it? Can it not? Um, Next step would be making the cork. Also, I need to open the. I need to open the window and drink some water. I need new water. There is a bug in my water. I don't like that. Water is buggy. It's bugged. Canadian Museum of Nature considers ice a mineral. Okay. How would you understand the words frozen hailstorm, frozen sandstorm then? Would it mean hail to you, or would you imagine something with freezing particles and where is